No hay venda. Tendría que haber conseguido una peluca rubia. 10 horas de juego, boludo. 10 horas le metimos. Fuck.
Is he still alive?
Lo agarramos desde acá, porque en realidad yo había avanzado ya un poco de esta parte, pero me parece que para que todos estén en contexto y para que no quede como cortado por la mitad del final, sigámoslo desde acá. Va. Aparte desde acá es como que es el último episodio, digamos. Así que vamos.
I've checked everything, including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy. NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database.
Necesito un parche para el 3.
I suspected as much. However, I know this man.
Creo que me lo voy a pintar el parche.
Wake him up.
¿Cómo?
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper.
The last chapter.
You remember me, don't you? You've grown.
Uy.
High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory, too?
No, después está invertida la cámara. ¿Turbo? No.
This is my son. I taught him everything. Jack, I never thought I'd see you again.
¿Cómo?
You know me?
You don't remember. Your name, your skills. Everything you know, you learned from me. The 80s.
Los Conchenta.
You were one of the best among the child soldiers that fought in that conflict. When you were barely 10 years old, you became the platoon leader of the small boy unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames, including White Devil and Jack the Ripper. Jack, I was your godfather. I named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the...
El guardado rápido está, pero...
I wondered what happened to you.
Mejor lo agarramos desde acá de vuelta.
They would recruit you.
Así no queda como todo cortado la última parte.
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots, I doubt he knows anything of interest.
What should we do with him?
We'll use him like you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Ignore them.
Ignore them. Uy. Qué juegazo, amigo, es increíble.
Happening again?
Could it be that he's here too?
In another hour, we demonstrate the power of Arsenal Gear.
Arsenal Gear.
Weapons, of course.
Yes, proceed as planned.
At last report, all is well with GW.
How about the troops?
The men are being refitted with Arsenal Gear.
El Doctor Octopus es Solidus. El tercer hermano de Snake.
You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
Is that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
Quítese. Ahora se viene la parte de Olga.
This situation, I find it very...
Atención al lore de ahora,
Where am I? Why, inside Arsenal Gear, of course.
Como para que me herede plata.
Actually, We're also inside the memory of Shadow Moses. I'll take this back. You don't need this
¿Cómo?
anymore, do you?
¿Lo vuelvo?
A foul wind is blowing. We shall speak again.
Don't move. Stay.
Ojo
as
este
you are.
lore, eh.
We're being monitored by a camera.
What are you up to?
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
Don in bits.
Mr. X? Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
No, that was just a smokescreen.
A smokescreen?
I was sent to provide you support.
Support? Who sent
Support.
you? The Colonel?
No, the Patriots.
What?
I deceived my troops, betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage by the Patriots. It all started 2 years ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go, so we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
The Russian Mafia?
Something like that, actually. I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I was expecting at the time, when I gave birth to my child. It turned out I was in a hospital run by the
Sí, lo vimos, pero lo cortamos por la mitad.
My child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month they send me a photo of my child via network. I've never even held the child in my own arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies.
He wasn't responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him our lives. 2 years ago, they were responsible for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
Shani.
So you were partners since the incident?
No, I only found out the truth shortly before this.
Huh?
When I confronted him here.
You fought with Snake? When?
Well, it was around the time you were holding hands with that girl.
Snake.
Los lores.
So you joined hands with him to pay back a debt.
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain.
My job was to assist you.
Mutual
Solomon gets away
gain.
with Arsenal, your mission is a failure. The Patriots would judge that as failure on my part and terminate my child. Putting it simply, my child's life depends on your success.
So you did it all for your child. But why would the Patriots want to help me? Are they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for what purpose?
The S3 plan.
Huh?
You'll figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the truth.
What do you mean?
Listen, we haven't got time for this. Solidus will commence his attack any minute. He's got to be stopped.
What about the virus?
No results so far. I think the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Get
Will
me
it
out of
work?
this thing.
Not yet. I'll release your restraints after I leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
Uy, 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 eh.
The passage.
Ahora sí, otra vez esta parte.
He'll be waiting there. I gave him a card key for the hangar.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
No, even for Snake, it's impossible to completely destroy this thing. The only option is to stop Solidus and his men.
What are you going to do?
Stay concealed. That's my
Idea.
goal. I still can't afford to be discovered.
Qué juegazo, amigo.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while.
Dale, Olga.
Yourself.
Te pasa? Ah. ¿Quién llama ahora?
Jack, are you all
Oh,
right?
Dios, esta mina, ¿cómo?
Yeah.
Jack, is it true? What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under
Hay un mate en la ventana.
conventions.
ICC rules don't mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now.
Habla y
I was
habla
just
y
one of them.
habla y habla.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was. But I have nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put together.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was never a real reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone was him.
Tomá, boludo.
It wasn't your fault.
If I survived the day's fight, I was praised, fed, and had a bed to sleep in. I think I was only 6 when I held my first AK. But I'm not even sure of that.
Jack.
I'm not like Snake. I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No one is blaming you.
We were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with macho guys and big guns.
Monos con metrallas.
Training. They built us from the ground up into killing machines. We were fed once a day. I can still taste the gunpowder they mixed into the food.
Gunpowder? In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us drugged, controllable.
Oh my God!
¿Y vos, Rose? ¿No tenés nada para decir?
Those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs. They gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of their own. Terrible nightmares. Every night. I
La
can never
música es
forget.
increíble. Hola, Belmo.
I'm afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No, no.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past.
Tomá.
Want you or anyone to know about it.
No me lloré.
Now I know why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on. Take him down. Except me.
Oh, qué juegazo, man.
Long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me. I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in your past if that's the price.
It doesn't work that way. No one can share the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things couples share.
Puede ser, boludo, la música y
I
todo.
accept the good and the bad, Jack. That's what you do for someone you love.
I don't want to share my past with anyone. I just want to forget about it.
Jack, I haven't told you, about what I've done.
Oh.
The last 2 years with you, it's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Jack.
¿Estás seguro?
But I can't go any farther.
Te cortó por codec.
I know you want to get married,
I
but I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
Aguantá, amigo. Está en pija. Está en happening. Tuki, ahí le pueden ver la verga. Mostrar la katana. Le podés ver el mango. Apoyar los huevos en el mate. Ojo.
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue your mission.
¿Cómo?
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is, mission,
¿Cómo?
is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why
El
not?
código es con
This isn't a
nanomáquinas
role-playing game. The point
adentro de
is
ellos.
play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
Over and out.
¿Cómo? Qué sospechosos de mierda. Ay, 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 ay.
Is there somebody there?
No. Mira como la cagué, boludo, casi. Todo porque se trabó.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
¿Cómo? Que corte stream.
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't.
Pará, flaco.
It's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
¿Cómo?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday.
Raiden.
Driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me. And when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Me habla a mí.
Fine. Forget it.
Me está hablando a mí.
Infiltrate the enemy fortress. Outer heaven.
¿Cómo?
Destroy the final weapon. Metal Gear.
Chúpame la happening. Chúpame la happening. Chúpame la happening. La concha de tu abuela con dos vergas en la boca, abuela puta.
Jack, what's going on? Answer me! Jack? Jack!
Sí, era el Metal Gear X, ¿no? El 1.
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
Flaco. Pará, mi abuela jubilada tiene 80 años. Y bueno. De algún lado aprendió todas esas manias que tiene vieja pu... Pará, amigo. Es una señora grande. Hay cámaras también, igual. No, nada. Nadie.
Infiltrate the enemy fortress. Outer heaven.
¿Eh?
Destroy The final weapon, Metal Gear.
Gracias por el follow, tírame la cadena. Tuki. Ahí va. Era más fácil por abajo, pero la otra vez lo quise hacer por arriba, imposible. Sí, jugamos al 1 entero. Y ahora estamos ganando el 2. ¿Cómo? Y yo estoy bajando el 3, ¿eh? Gano el 2 y arranco el 3. La concha de Dios. Está subido a YouTube igual. El señor Akusaiwa lo subió. ¿No? Creo que sí. A lo mejor está acá Akusaiwa ahora. A ver, voy a chequear. Y todavía están los bots. Pero es verdad, mira, Akusaiwa subió el gameplay del Metal Gear 1. Nightman.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer.
¿Cómo?
I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
Pero, coronel, afloja un poco. Hola, Apache.
Variety level 13.
Oh,
Rescue Meryl. The return of Ginola.
es el nivel del BR Missions. ¿Cómo?
An anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves.
¿Y Snake? Ay, cómo hincha los huevos.
I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw Space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need scissors. 61.
¿Cómo 61 o qué? Para un poco, flaco. Ay.
Jack, it's me.
Oh.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
Oh.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one.
¿Para qué?
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me.
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did.
Hija de
I
puta, mira.
recorded every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been
Qué
fun.
hija de mil
But
puta.
some things I didn't tell anyone. Like what I felt for you.
So that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I
Money?
did was wrong.
Todas.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more
pero-
love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
Qué hija de
So it was
puta.
artificial on my end, too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Just a game.
Jack,
I feel better knowing that.
No.
what?
I was in love, or thought I was. with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job, but I did fall in
Nunca
love.
tragó, date
That
cuenta.
wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that? It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack,
What?
I'm
¿Cómo?
carrying.
¿Cómo?
I'm pregnant, Jack.
¿Cómo?
Rose, what's going on?
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Snake!
Been waiting long?
Sí, papá. En la cola de Snake.
Where's my gear?
Right over there. That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there. Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal.
¿Ves que no hablan literal? Es como por...
Tell me about Olga.
You never
Es
asked.
como un chat mental el code, que es medio raro.
Happy about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model
Es un
planes.
Discord telepático, claro.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
25.
Can't say I've faced that many Metal Gears before, but I think we can deal.
En el 2, es mental.
We can, because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
En el 1 no era por las nanomáquinas.
Why?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades.
Yeah. No la trates de entender. Soy argentino y me sobran los huevos.
Stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the L1 button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
Tomá, boludo. No, ya no hacen juegos así. Bueno, Snake, ¿y ahora?
Damn, kid!
Pará. Lo que no me sale es la puñalada. Supuestamente si presionas para adelante tendrías que hacer una puñalada y no la hace. Me sale solo ese. el R3. Va.
Come on, time to...
Come on.
If you run out of
Raiden.
have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
Sí, papá.
Wait up, Snake.
What?
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
¿Cómo?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper.
Dale.
Reminder of a terrible
Dale.
mistake.
Legends
Pará,
don't mean
amigo.
a lot. I was just a name to exploit. Just like you.
People will remember
Just
only
like
the good
you.
part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder. Not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you and Otacon fighting for?
A future? You can stop being part of a mistake. Starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
¿Qué soy?
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Snake sería Pablo Echarri.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you alright?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
That's good news.
How's
Y
everything?
Raiden sería Jaden Smith.
But there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange? How?
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
El hijo de
around.
Will Smith.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
Ojo. Tira un guardadito ahí.
What are you doing? Get in there! Don't fall behind.
Una biopic mía. Y a mí me gustaría que me interprete Kevin Hart. Raiden. ¿Qué hay que hacer? ¿Matarlos a todos? ¿Nada más? Bueno, Snake. Ahí va.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Where?
Inside Arsenal.
¿Cómo?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The kernel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachine. The kernel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and experience.
That's crazy.
But it's probably the truth. The virus may be starting to affect
El juego del 2001.
behavior.
It was all an illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Raiden,
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
Raiden, they've got Rose.
What?
Rose is being held in the
¿Cómo?
holds.
It's a trap.
Rose!
Raiden, get a grip.
But
No soy Raiden, no usa bandana,
The
Raiden.
Colonel doesn't exist. There's no way he can take Rose hostage.
yeah, you're right.
I am right.
I am right.
Does Rose exist?
Don't be
Oh.
weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
Oh,
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden.
Is this what Olga was talking about?
prepárense. Rosario. ¿Qué pasó? En mi continente. ¿Cómo? Pero yo sigo jugando, flaco. No sé, No sé si Mission Failed. No sé si Fission Mailed. Emit. No, no, aparte de pibe era un cagazo todo esto. La Club Play no te decía nada, el Club Play te advertía y te decía, bueno, ahora van a empezar a pasar cosas raras. Nightman. Ojo. Champion of the Sun.
Fortune.
It's been a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
A casa, Vulcan.
Can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can. Starting you, Solid.
Pará, negra.
Today's pick. You go on ahead.
Quédate tranquilo, Raiden, que Snake le hace concha.
You want eternal rest? I've got it right here.
Sí. Lo capo que es Snake.
Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's no such thing as a witch.
You think you can kill me?
I don't know what your group's been through, but let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
Do you think anyone believes?
Opa.
Raiden, get out of here.
Raiden. Nightman. Ojo. Ojo.
Jack, I've been watching how you fight. It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days. Or is it one of the
Ahí al compañero de garganta como él.
Miles. Gracias, Frankie. Gracias por esa.
When Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea.
Muchas gracias por esos 6 meses.
Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother.
¿Cómo?
S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack?
¿Cómo?
I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival, it was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait.
¿Cómo?
Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute, split between life and death. You ran from it, And now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
El Nightman.
No more games, Raiden. At least you know. There's no reason to keep you alive now. I've given you a worthy opponent, at least. But now, you should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
¿Vos decís? ¿Vos decís? ¿Se nos va Real? Y bueno, por algo será, ¿no? Llego, boludo, Según Twitter, la queda Real. Que la que bien. Nightman. Boludo, es muy difícil esta mierda. Voy teniendo unos 6 por los dos. Jorge Rial tuvo descompensación cardíaca en sus vacaciones en Colombia. Están viajando con sus hijas de urgencia. Cuadro crítico en un país con un sistema de salud precario. Se lo morfa More para preservar el legado. Real puta. Se lo morfa, claro, se lo morfa tipo una anaconda. Tipo Homero cuando se le muere la langosta. Lo llora, lo vela y lo morfa. Tira, puto. Tira, puto. No, ¿cómo se cortó la luz? NT. ¡Ay, boludo! No me la conté. No hay narración por acá dando vueltas, loco, dale. Concha de peluda de tu hermana.
Raiden, respond. Raiden.
A ver qué dice Matías Botero. A mí Matías Botero la podría quedar también, No me molestaría. Vamos a ver. Botero es el de la basura anal, sí. Posiblemente el peor youtuber que ha conseguido este país. Concha de Dios. Contenido que perece fácil. ¿Sabes lo que pasa? Es mecánico y cero auténtico. Y si vas a manejar algo como humor de esa forma, una persona que claramente no es humorista ni graciosa, y no va a funcionar. Y eso es lo que pasa con los videos de Matías Botero. man. El humor de Matías Botero y ver el contenido que hace me resulta más incómodo que tener un chupete en el culo, boludo. El karate y la amistad, campeón del sol. Friends with everyone. Nightman. De la cabeza. Amigo, ni difícil el juego, Por suerte el juego es una pavada. Boom.
It's no use.
Dale, Raiden con huevo, Raiden, dale, dale.
I expected a little more fight than that, Jack.
Tuki.
So you decided to show yourself.
Oh, but don't do this.
Sí, va muy fluido, ¿no?
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get
Yo
away.
tengo el mismo recuerdo. Me acabo de rascar un huevo nazi,
This is suicide.
Hola, Santi.
Your nanomachines
Dale, Olga.
are transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
Oh.
The child.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you!
Oy, 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 oy.
Were they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family. I know I'm going to hell, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you.
No, man. No, man. No, man. P90, P90.
Live! You have to.
enjoy the show, Jack? Let's pick up where we left off.
Ojo. Ojo. Malo, malo, malo.
What's wrong with it?
AI, GW, it's out of control.
What?
Ojo. Ojo.
I can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
No, man, mira lo que es el cine.
Stupid machines! Damn the Patriots!
Malo, malo.
You still have some use.
Es el final.
I've captured Snake.
No. Mirá lo que es el cine posta, ¿eh?
Bring him in.
No tengo turbo, pero... Oh. Me encantan estos momentos de silencio que te da el juego también, que es parte de cómo contarlo.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you. I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Chupame la pija, 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 chupame la pija. No, 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 no.
What
Uy, boludo.
to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
Hey, mano dibujante.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really?
Oh.
It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
¿Cómo?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out
Malo.
their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Malo.
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks.
Malo.
I have quite enough of that.
Todo lo que pueda.
What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have
Ríeselo.
minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
¿Cómo?
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project.
¿Cómo?
You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ames and the President's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Fox Die. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the president,
Mira lo que es el cine,
although
boludo.
Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of FoxDie.
Toma.
It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW.
Oh.
Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people, a sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake.
Toma.
Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel will provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation.
Mira lo que es el cine, man.
Solidus,
Sólido.
You and the boy was selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss.
Tomá.
Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred.
Tomá, boludo.
And you opted for vengeance.
Tajo negro.
Just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance
Y
of
eso
the
se lo...
Solid Snake. I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was
Uy, uy.
part of their project?
Uy, ya.
How
Uy, ya.
could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
¿Le veo?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed.
Te la hicieron negra,
Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
Flayate.
We're hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you.
Tomá.
Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
La música, boludo.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Thought I got her in the heart.
Culo. No. ¿Qué querés?
It missed.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
Bastard.
Mirá cómo la hizo el tipo, boludo. Amigo. Amigo. Llegó Celotti y te dijo, ¿sabes qué? Era toda una simulación, negrito. Malo. Malo, malo. No, la cantidad de lore es impresionante.
I have enough data. All I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
this then?
Damn.
Uy, The Black.
Fortune!
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Es el show de Kiss. Faltaron fuegos artificiales ayer, ¿eh?
What the? Impossible!
Oso.
She is Lady Luck.
Te haces la linda, estás baqueteada. Es dominó.
Is Helena Dolph Jackson,
Uy, la música es increíble.
the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
Tomá, boludo.
Damn!
Sí, aparte todas las cosas que vio él durante su vida, ¿no? Yo creo que se refiere a que todo es tecnología en este caso que están viviendo en particular, ¿no? Que todo está orquestado y... ¡Ojo! Liquid.
No! No, not now!
Barra de chiripiorca, ¿eh? Ojo. La música, la música. ¡Ay, Dios!
Liquid!
Liquid. Ocelot negro.
I've been waiting for this! It can't be!
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
La voz de Liquid es...
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all...
No, se buguea y se pone...
Patriots for good.
Y se pone negro.
They are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host?
Es un bug.
But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss.
Tantos plot twists, boludo.
Time to say goodbye.
Pará, Liquid, para un poco, flaco.
Damn!
Ay, Snake.
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Stop this thing!
Hey, Snake, you coming?
que tenés que hacer una serie y es inadaptable, amigo. Se mandaba, boludo. Se mandó. Uy, 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 uy. Ojo, mirá lo que... Boludo, Play 2. Esto salió en el 2001 en la Play 2, man. La Play 2. ¿Cómo?
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
30 de abril.
30th?
¿Y qué día es hoy, gente?
That's right.
Justo, boludo.
George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence.
Estaba todo planeado.
Here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule. Liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
Tomá. Soy Ocelot.
All you want is power at any cost.
Al principio del juego, Rose le decía: ¿te acordás lo que pasa el 30 de abril?
What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. From our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well.
Esto es cine puro, ¿eh?
All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history.
Es que posta, esto lo viene pensando hace 25 años, ¿me entendés?
I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty.
Oh, lo dijo. Oh. Hola.
Are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected, processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretation, slander.
All this junk data preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming
Sí, Kojima hablando literal del presente de ahora.
Reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone ends up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you?
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
No, man. No somos nada, literal. No somos nada.
It's just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Tanto, man.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
No somos nada, boludo.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity.
¿Cómo?
The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
Ojo.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof.
We have our proof.
Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught.
Que me pillaras.
Pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me.
Come
The
on.
only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to.
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is what we showed you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW is still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise.
Ojo.
Take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Once you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
A ver.
Jack, my son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes.
Called monsters.
You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents. I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Malo, malo.
I need to know whether we were really someone else's creation.
Malo.
We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Salt hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix. It's time we were both free.
Sí. Flaco, te pregunté si...
I have other reasons for wanting you dead.
Te pregunté si cargaba sube, amigo.
The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
Serás castigada.
Information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex and throughout the neural network they formed.
Se viene, ¿eh? Bueno, esperen que voy a mear igual. Qué juegazo. Mira lo que es el cine. Mira lo que es el cine. No, yo me acuerdo de ver tipo en YouTube de adolescente, estar viendo retrospectivas en YouTube explicando el lore del juego. Era un montonazo, boludo. Esperen que voy a mear.
Hola, ¿qué tal amigos y amigas? ¿Cómo andan? Espero que estén bien. Bueno,
Ahí vengo.
hoy vamos a hacer un video especial de empanadas al disco con la carne cortada a cuchillo. Vamos a tener los cuchillos de Salvador Cuchillo y algo más. El delantal de María Antonia, ya me puse. Vamos a usar el achita, el Bowie, el Super Bowie. Así que el cuchillo número 1 de la Argentina, Estamos cocinando en el fogonero, el hornero. Así que ahí ya le vamos a mandar a empezar a hacer todo, ya empezar a cortar las verduritas, todo, vamos a pasar el paso a paso, Nos estamos viendo. Bueno, seguimos con las empanadas al disco. Bueno, vamos a ir picando la carne, ya piqué un par de ahí, chiquitito, corté en tiritas, ¿ves? Tiritas, despacio está chico en la cámara, ahí. La técnica es cortar tiritas más finitas si se puede, y empezar a darle con un buen cuchillo como este. Tac, ahí. Tac. Ahí. Ahí, tranqui, despacito, con paciencia. Estamos ahí. Titi, no toques. Ahí. Ahora sí vamos a... Primero voy a empezar a picar la carne, ¿no? Ahí, tac. Y después las verduritas y todo ya tiramos. Ahora vamos a seguir con... Bueno, gente, estamos con el corte de las verduritas. Seguimos acá, todo en tiritas. Acá ya tenemos la cebolla ya picada. Mandamos como 6 cebollitas para que salga bien jugosa. La cebolla le da es más líquido, en el sentido, cuanto más cebolla, más líquido va a salir, más jugosa va a salir las empanaditas. Así que bueno, ahí ya está. Y la cebolla de verdeo la picamos un poquito más después y va lo último, casi junto con los huevos y todo eso. El que le quede echar papa, aceituna, eso es a gusto de uno, pasa de uva, todo lo que quieran echarle. Yo la voy a hacer así nomás, tranqui. Capaz que le llegue a echar una papa, pero no aceituna ni pasa de uva. Quiero todo picadito ahí. Ahí. Vamos a empezar a tirar un poquito la cebolla, la cuchara.
Pepe, la cuchara.
Titi, ¿me pesás, mi amor? Venga, cielo, gracias.
Agua.
Qué grande.
Agua.
Ahí vamos a poner un poco de aceite. Acuérdense de sacarle la tapa al aceite, no sean como yo. Aceite, bastante aceite. Ahí. Ahora. Mucho. Tengo mucho fuego. Vamos a echar un poco ahí. El fuego, que tengo demasiado. Y ahora lo volvemos a poner de vuelta. Necesito un poquito. Pero tenemos un calor impresionante acá. La temperatura. Voy a necesitar la... Ahí estamos. Acá tengo más cebollita, de verdeo. La cuchara me falta. La cuchara de madera. Gracias. Estamos full así.
Un rehumo en la cara.
Yeah. Si no venís de este lado, está Chibol, siempre grabando acá, ahí.
Yo tengo un rehumo.
De este lado. Claro, vos me vas a yo me voy acomodando, no pasa nada. Antes la gente vea ahí cómo estamos echando esto. Ahora buscamos la sal gruesa. Así que ahí estamos. La cocina rapidito. 3. tener aceite. Vamos a seguir con los morrones acá. Cachi, ahí los morrones de lejos no sirve cerca. Así. Y vamos. Era. Ya tiramos esto y después con el otro. Estamos ahí. Mandamos acá. Y seguimos con la preparación. Un morroncito para la empanada. Y entre Titi está jugando con la cuchara de madera. Y ahora se la voy a pedir. Titi, la cuchara de madera necesito, mi amor. Gracias. Ahí está, le bajamos un poco el fuego porque estaba re zarpado. Y ahí ya se va haciendo más tranquilo, ¿eh? No me di cuenta que estaba tan zarpado el fuego. Pero bueno, hizo un efecto llama al estilo cocinero europeo, ¿viste? Y prenden fuego todo acá. Ahí ya bajó el incendio, diría uno. Así que bueno, vamos a pasar a... Ay, se me cayó. Hacerlo. Gracias. Necesito un ayudante acá en la cocina. Ahí le echamos bastante. ¿Ves ahí? Esto también va a terminar de caramelizar el... para que se transparenta o se caramelice más rápido la cebollita. Así que ahí está. Ahora esto lo vamos a tapar un poquito y lo vamos a dejar unos minutitos. Después le vamos a seguir echando verduritas, pero las otras verduritas no necesitan tanta cocción como las que le eché recién. Así que lo demás después va ahí, se va a hacer verdeo. Morrón le pueden echar los tres colores, el amarillo y el verde y el rojo. Quedaría espectacular. Yo compré rojo nomás, güey. Pero pueden echarle lo que ustedes quieran a las empanadas. Acuérdense que las empanadas hay miles de formas de hacerlas. Yo la voy a hacer sencilla, tranqui, humilde, acá con la familia, como siempre. Ya esto ya está caramelizado, enseguida se cocina. Así que ya vamos a pasar. Bueno, gente, ahora vamos a seguir con el paso a paso. Bueno, gente, vamos a estar echándole los condimentos y la carne, ¿eh? Vamos a poner un poquito de condimento de pizza. Le echamos bastante, así que tiene bastante gusto. Espacio caché cuando te acercas con la cámara, ¿viste?
Ahora no se me cae el celo.
Por eso. Acá tenemos un poquito de pimienta. Bien, bastante. Ahí. Comino. Comino le vamos a echar bastante, todo porque es el que le da más sabor, todo lo que quiero. Orégano. Pimentón. Le da sabor, color. Un poquito de provenzal. Revolvemos todo. Y bueno, llegó la hora de echarle la carne. Empezamos. Ahí están los trocitos de carne, están ahí. A esto le puedes echar un caldito de verdura, que ahora lo voy a estar preparando y le vamos a poner así más jugo. Tenemos la cebolla todavía en espera del verdeo, así que ahí está, le mando un poquito más de fuego. Le volvemos un poquito ahí. Igual esto siempre tienen que ir revolviendo de vez en cuando lo abren, lo revuelven, van poniendo caldito. Ahí estoy preparando un caldito, así que me voy a echar un caldito. Ahí está. Ahora vamos a seguir haciendo cositas ahí. Después seguimos con el repulgue, el relleno, le vamos a echar la cebolla de verdeo, los huevos, y bueno, después ya pasamos al repulgue. Bueno, gente. Bueno, gente, ya estamos casi al punto final. Ya le echamos la cebollita de verdeo. Ahora le estamos por echar ahí. Siempre ayúdense con guantes. Los compran en Casa Blanca. Para manipular las cosas calientes, ¿no? Como esto está hirviendo, lo vamos a agarrar. Así que bueno, ahí vamos a echar los huevos. Ahí está. Estamos, la revolvemos todo. La cebollita de verdeo ya la echamos. Acá. Vamos, revolvemos esto. Y ven que se le hizo mucho jugo como ahora. Lo agarran con un cucharón, lo van sacando, lo ponen en un tupper, después le sirve la salsita para otra cosa.
No, estoy como nuevo, Lo venía amasando, boludo, pero desde...
Enseguida. Dejamos un ratito.
Me explicaba, el coronel me contaba, y yo decía, coronel, mirá que todo bien, que el GW, y que es todo mentira, y que es una IA, y que es una verdad. Yo me estoy cagando, coronel. ¿Qué querés que te diga, boludo? ¿Qué querés que te diga, coronel? Yo me estoy cagando, ¿me entendés? Yo te entiendo, que sólidos, que todo lo que vos quieras, pero yo me estoy cagando encima. Por favor. Por favor, te lo pido. Taco, tucu, taco, tucu, taco, tatiriri. Bueno. ¿Cómo se le pelea a este hijo de puta? ¿A pelo? ¿A Pelovich? Guardamos acá uno. Ya terminamos, Ahora nos van a saber cómo terminar las empanadas, boludo. Vamos. Oso. Oso. A ver, sólidos. ¡Epa! Uy, lo pincho. Se viene el 3 y lo estoy bajando. Igual no lo voy a arrancar el 3 hoy. ¿Sabes por qué? Porque voy a hacer igual que como hice con el 1 y con este. Cuando arrancamos el 1 lo jugamos 6 horas de corrido. Y cuando arrancamos este también. Así que me parece que vamos a hacer lo mismo con el 3. Mañana a la tarde, libérense porque... El 4 también, pero para el 4 necesito conseguir que me presten una Play 3. Y ese va a ser un dolor de huevo. Pero sí, planeo jugarlo. Nada, ya para emulador no estoy para la Play 3.
What's wrong with you?
Hola, Mirus. Sí, sé que el Metal Gear 4 no es particularmente de los que andaban bien en el emulador, no sé ahora, pero tiene muchas cosas que dependen de ciertas otras cosas, ¿viste? A lo mejor justo hay por un motivo en particular o por otro motivo en particular, hay algo que anda, algo que no. Entonces... El 4 sí que prefiero emularlo. El 4 prefiero jugar en la Play 3 y a la mierda. Ya, el emulador de Play 3 es mi límite. ¿Alguien en particular se acuerda de esta pelea? ¿Puede ir al baño? Vaya, Agus. Bondaje. Si le pegas en la izquierda donde está tuerto no te puede bloquear. A ver qué pasa si llamo a Snake. ¿Qué onda con Real? ¿Está en las últimas? A ver, el coronel, espera. No me atiende nadie igual, no creo que me atienda nadie. Ojo.
Take Solidus down. Think about Olga's child and your Rosemary. You must win.
You must win. ¡Ay, dale! Nah, aparte esa pelotudez, ¿no? Correr la emuladora a 60, no, dejate joder. Se juega en la consola y punto. Aparte piensen una cosa, una cosa es jugar un juego y otra cosa es streamear un juego. Si antes le había sacado vida y ahora no le saqué nada de vida. No, sí, veo que me bloquea. Momento de lore de Real, ¿eh? Este episodio que tuvo mi papá es peor que los anteriores que tuvo. Él nos mandó unos audios y pudimos hablar con él. Después se empeoró todo. Ahora estamos a la espera de llegar y poder estar ahí con él. Uy, more. La van a llevar en un charter ahí, boludo. Ay, la con... No tengo cómo curarme, nada.
Take this.
Ok.
But this is where it gets interesting.
Muerto de ganas de volver a conducir, gran hermano. ¿Avancé algo?
Take this over here.
right. You have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
We're not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. We're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the?
The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
¿Qué tengo puesto?
This model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for one of its interceptors.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Oh, really? Do you know the code name the U.S. Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack. Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game, exactly as you said.
And a weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solidus.
Sí, no le pifié, me puse el...
Is that the best you can do? All right.
Ok. ¿Qué es lo que me dijeron de la katana? Ah, con cuadrado se cambia.
Is that the best you can do? Is that the best you can do?
Ay, dale, esquivan, NDM. No, no, NT, man. Qué mal que la jugué esta.
Is that the best you can do? Is that the best you can do? What's wrong with you?
Dale, la coña.
Is that the best you can do? Is that the best you can do?
NT. No, no sé cómo pelearle a este hijo de puta, boludo. NT.
Ready to give up, Jack?
Oh, what? That's it? Oh, right.
A ver. Stay to his left side and attack using the sword combos when he does the two-handed downward thrust attack. And stays in a crouch position for like a second. Ok. Esa es la estrategia. Ok, cuando ataca y se queda medio para abajo, dice. Media por ahí. A ver. O sea, dice que hay un momento en el que él pega así y se queda como un segundito. Y si vos estás del lado izquierdo, le podés pegar. Ok. Voy a tratar de quedarme siempre para la izquierda de él. Ay, qué NDM.
Is that the best you could do?
Ahí está ese ataque. Ay, no llegué a entrar. Le saqué un poquito igual, ojo. ¡Ay, la concha de Dios! Y algún día puede ser que entre en el lore de Dark Souls, pero lo dudo mucho, mucho. Ojo, jugué el Sekiro y jugué el Bloodborne. Se desnudó. Vamos a... Pero una guardada. No hay por qué apurarse, claro. Estoy juntando energía. El Bloodborne es un juego perfecto. ¿Y ahora? ¿Y ahora? Ahí está. Ok, 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 ok.
Let's go. Over here. Is that the best you can do?
Dale. Igual la armadura esa no sé si me sirve de algo siquiera. Entendería que me protege de tiros. Me lo había puesto por eso antes cuando peleé contra los rey, pero...
Let's go. Over here. Over here.
Ojo, Con huevo, gente, con huevo, dale.
Let's go. Over here.
Ah. Ay, la concha de tu abuelo.
Is that the best you can do?
Ah. Voy a guardar porque no pienso perder.
Is that the best you can do?
Menos mal que guardé, amigo. Menos mal que guardé, amigo. ¿Quién te cree que sos? Sólido. Tomá la concha de tu puta abuela de inteligencia artificial, boludo. Tu abuela puta artificial. Mirá lo que es el cine, amigo. Al Rising no sé si lo voy a jugar. Está bueno, pero no es... No es un Metal Gear. Mirá lo que es el cine, amigo. Está bueno el Rising, sí, sí, sí. De abril. No puede ser, amigo.
Qué pelota, Gerson. Baja la pele con el pecho. Otra vez, Gerson. ¿Qué?
Charlie ahí, boludo.
A ver, Jairzinho. Bien definido. Muy bien.
Es lo que es el cine, man.
Chúpese esta pija, Gil.
Really?
Tomá.
No one quite knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as
¿Cómo que lo sacaste?
reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you are right or wrong, but how much faith you are willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
Toma.
I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you.
Toma, boludo. Es un poco también la reflexión del uno. Sé vos, viví, boludo. Viví, boludo.
What is that?
Dog tags.
Schapira. Con Y.
Anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before.
¿Cómo que no?
I'll pick my own name and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on.
Me tirátelo. Qué hijo de puta.
They taught me some good things too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word.
Flaco, mi llave.
Even me.
Pero que es Snake.
Olga's child.
Don't worry. I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
Opa.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriots' identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
Oh. 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 El zoom. Y pero esta puta era todo mentira.
Snake?
Será castigada, El loro.
What's wrong?
Ahí está Bump.
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
Acá.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
30 de abril. ¿Y qué día es? No entendí nada.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said
Música, boludo.
want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the
Te voy a
baby?
llenar de genes.
But genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow,
Lores.
joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
Mirá lo que es el cine, amigo. Mirá lo que es el cine, man. Tengo el tronco lleno de sangre. No, es increíble, amigo. Es increíble este juego. ¿Cómo haces este juego, amigo? Ahora explícamelo. Vamos a poner en YouTube. Final Metal Gear Solid 2 explicado. Sí. Oh, cómo me gusta ese mote que acaba de mandar a Kusaiwa, que está. Ese me encanta, bro. No hay ningún video que dure, o sea. No hay ningún video de menos de una hora de los que explican el final. Qué locura, boludo. Para mí el mejor es el 1. Es muy común. Los yankees. Muchos yankees ponen siempre este como el mejor. Después está la escuela que dice que el 3 es el mejor porque es por la jugabilidad más que nada. El 3 es completísimo. Para mí el 1 siempre va a ser por lejos el mejor, boludo. El 1 es en su entero, de cero al final, es perfecto. Completamente perfecto. Igual sí, son todos espectaculares. Yo creo que en la historia de este, Kojima logra, o sea, piense que este arrastra mucho del 1. O sea, esto viene todo desde literalmente el 1 termina con el principio de esto, o sea, con la conversación de Solidus y Ocelot. ¿Se nos pone real? Está ahí nomás, ¿eh? Si sobrevive hasta que terminan los créditos, lo mato. A mí me parece espectacular este juego.
It's there that I'll find inner peace, not war, and dreams that I let slip away. I'll find the joyfulness I'm looking for way back in
Estás escribiendo un guión. No, es que el chat GPT es un hijo de puta, boludo. Lo quiero. Encima que odio las inteligencias artificiales. Quiero que me diga algo, pero yo voy a fondo, ¿viste? Y me dice, como modelo de lenguaje yo no puedo crear lo que me está pidiendo. Dale. Sacate la garra.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow.
Mierda, el ChatGPT.
Things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with.
Ojo acá, Viví, boludo, como en el 1.
Race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
No hablen de Devox. No mencionen Devox ni hablen de Devox. Mirá lo que es esto, amigo.
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disk.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
Mirá vos, amigo. Dejate de joder. Dejate de joder, man. 12 horitas y media, ¿eh? Return your clear code to konamijapan.com. A ver. konamijapan.com clear code. ¿Dónde pongo el clear code? Y a lo mejor sigue la página, boludo. No existe más la página. A ver. Y no, olvídate. Olvídate. A ver acá. Mirá lo que era la página de... A ver, Metal Gear Solid. Estoy en Wayback Machine. Me parece que no igual, ¿eh? Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance Movie Download. Hay imágenes. No. No anda más. NT. Qué hermosura, boludo. Qué hermosura. Mañana nos vemos un video de explicaciones de este juego. Y arrancamos el 3, ya fue. Boludo. Boludo. Ah, qué juegazo, amigo. Qué juegazo, man. Jugando. ¿Qué hacemos? Estoy con un vacío existencial, boludo. Unas pajillas. No, Tetris no. Estoy modo... No sé, boludo. Quiero ser Snake. Y si quieren puedo buscar algún videito del lore. No me quiero ver un video de 2 horas, que son la mayoría, pero... algo nos podemos ver. Sí. Lo vi, Javi. Un Age. No, el 3 lo vamos a empezar mañana. El 3 lo vamos a empezar mañana. ¿Real está en las últimas? Oh. Sale un balo. Anache. Final explicado. Un Age rapidito. Espera, no está confirmado que murió Real, ¿no? No está confirmado que murió Real, entonces. Sí, voy a resubir los gameplays. Igual también están subidos en el canal de Akusaiwa. Valoren a Aku, que es un gran preservador de lores. No murió, ¿no? Y bueno, Manuco, despertalo de una mano cambiada.